What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now in tonight's episode, we are going to be heading back over to SKINWALKER Forest to film part 2. And if you guys have not seen part 1, I highly recommend for you to go check it out. It'll get you caught up to where we're at now. So tonight we will be calling out Carl and we will be asking some questions, but before we do all that, get into some facts that we picked up from the last video. So something that you guys may seen in the last video is that something did throw something at us, right? We were charged and we also seen glowing eyes. Now we were picking up some really good communication from this witch named Natalie that most likely is a skinwalker in there. So pretty terrifying stuff. It was also confirmed that Carl was possessed while we were over there. So that was one of the big questions when we had went over there, you know, because Carl had been mentioning in previous videos that, you know, he was possessed. He was not the same person. He did what he did to these patients. You know, he killed his family, killed these patients because he was possessed by this witch. So we know that Carl was in fact possessed by this evil entity or this witch. The skinwalker, if you will. We also know that the land was ran by Native Americans, and that's including the land that my house sits on now, you guys. So what does that mean? That means skinwalkers, right? Because these skinwalkers are part of the Navajo culture, for which that can possess themselves as animals or human-like creatures, if you will. They can shapeshift into whatever they want to. They also mentioned in the last video of protection. So that's exactly what skinwalkers do. They protect things, you know. So is it an object? Is it a cursed object? That's a very good possibility. Does Carl know what this object is? Is it cursed? You know, that's what we need to find out in tonight's video. It has to be a reason why this witch pinpointed herself to attack Carl, possess him. So it's a lot of stuff going on in this series, you guys. It's been very interesting, very intriguing for sure. I'm pretty sure there is a secret object. Perhaps it's cursed or something, because we have been getting a lot of, you know, responses about secrets, and, you know, they run the land and that's their territory and stuff like that. So that's something we'll be asking Carl tonight. Trying to get some more answers for that. Also, I do believe Natalie, this witch, shapeshifter, skinwalker, whatever you want to call her, I do believe she was sending me some type of warning. Now, a couple of nights ago, you guys, I even posted this in my community tabs. I was asleep and I had the worst case of sleep paralysis and a lucid dream that I've ever had. Now, I've experienced with sleep paralysis before in the past, but it was nothing to this level. So in my dream, I had woke up. I was going to go to the bathroom. I go to flip the light on. The light didn't come on, right? Next thing you know, I'm walking around my house trying to flip on all the lights. None of the lights came on. So in my dream, I go back to my room. I lay back down. That's where I feel something's holding me down. You know, a lot of pressure. You know, I'm hearing like these whispers and stuff, and I'm trying to get myself out of it. I knew if I could just pop out of it, I'll be okay. Well, in my dream, as I go to come out of it, I sat straight up. But in reality, when I actually woke up, all I did was open my eyes. You know, we've had a lot of weird things happening here at the house. Ever since we did part 1, it's been kind of creepy, and it's kind of been scaring me a little bit, you guys. Now, you know I'm pretty brave. I go to a lot of these locations by myself, but what we're covering right here has been beyond terrifying for me, and all these experiences that's been happening to the house. I'm talking walking, knocks, seeing shadows and stuff, things falling over, things moving, which that is nothing new. We know Carl is a poltergeist. He's moved things. He's knocked over my equipment before in videos, but this right here is just taking it to a whole nother level. So we're going to be heading over there, SKINWALKER Forest, trying to call out Carl. We're also going to be using the Aztec death whistle tonight. We're going to be turning shit up a notch, so you guys stay tuned for that. But before we do all that, guys, if you are new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video. But yeah, guys, before we head on over there, let's get right into the protection. Alright, before we get into the protection, Check out this badass shirt I'm wearing, you guys. Look at that. Is that not sick? Pick that bad boy up from Vampire Freaks. Now, I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I'm just regular dude that bought something off the website. Love their stuff. Stuff, awesome quality. But moving into the protection, what we're going to be doing is same thing as the last video, you guys. We're going to be burning some cedar. Now, if you haven't seen part 1, like I said, check it out. But I will run down real quick of what the cedar does. Cedar, we're going to be collecting ash from the cedar, rolling our bullets around into it for a form of protection. You cannot shoot these skinwalkers with regular bullets. They have to be covered in the ash of cedar. So right here, we got our cedar. We're about to burn that. And hopefully in tonight's investigation, it will not happen like it did last investigation where we were charged by something very evil. But just in case it does, we will be ready and we will be protected. So, oh, and also another thing I forgot to mention, you guys. Tonight is a full moon, okay? So that's probably going to enhance the activity that's going to happen tonight, including with me using that Aztec Death Whistle, because the last time I used that, shit turned up a whole bunch of levels. One more thing I wanted to mention, you guys, about the lucid dream and the sleep paralysis. All that took place at 3 o'clock in the morning, okay? So that just adds to the creep factor. I'm pretty sure it was a warning from this witch not to keep messing with her, but we're going back over there tonight. We're going to be taking Carl, and we got some questions that we need answered. So let's get right into it. Let's do this. Alright, you guys, I just made it over here to the cemetery. We're about to enter the woods right here behind me. Got that full moon right there over my shoulder. I am out here by myself tonight. Mrs. Hawkins did not join me on this adventure. She absolutely refuses to come back over here after what happened in the last episode. So what do we know? We know there's at least one skinwalker in these woods, okay? What we're trying to find out is why are they here? What is this object that they're still here protecting? Is it a cursed object? And does Carl know anything about this? So let's go ahead, get into the woods, and let's get this investigation going. This place is freaky. We're probably going to be going back to the same spot that we were at last time, where all them trails are. I cannot tell you the eeriness of this place. Having that full moon certainly does not help. Whoa. That looked like movement right down there in that bottom. Already. Alright you guys, I got everything set up. And we're right down here in this bottom where I was last time. Now what I'm running tonight is the ELF zone, which that ranges a broader area for EMF. Footstep tracker, 2K2 meters. I got the motion detector pointing that way. That is the way that we heard the charging coming from. Flux 2 flashlight, and I also got the REM 1 and the REM pod out here. So we're going to be running necrometer tonight. I'll go ahead and turn it on. I'll make sure the volume's all the way up. Push. First. Whoa. Flux 2 just goes to green. It said push. Hello, my name is Mikey. I was here last time. I came to communicate with the witch that's in here, the Skinwalker. I believe her name is Natalie. I also came to communicate with the evil entity of Carl. Carl, are you here with me? If so, can you please touch one of these devices and let me know that you're here with me? I got a few questions I want to ask you tonight. Now guys, if I feel like that is going to be too slow, I will be switching back over to Spirit Talker to see if that helps them communicate a little better. Carl, are you here with me right now? Is the Skinwalker here? Who charged at me the last time I was in here? Was that the Skinwalker? Yes. The Skinwalker is the one that charged me last time, which we kind of figured that. Alright. So I take it that you're here with me right now. Carl, I'm asking you to come forward.
1920s.
1920s, wow. That date is pretty relevant too. That's about the year that Carl would have gotten possessed by these creatures. Guys, it is so eerie out here. I feel like I am being watched. Now the last time Overfund. Now the last time I was here, you guys, we had got that we were right here in the middle of their trail. So this is a very high traveled area for these creatures. Carl, are you here with me right now? If so, can you touch one of these devices and let me know that you are here with me? What is it? I hear a bird.
1960s.
1960s. I hear a bird, you guys. It sounds really close. Now you gotta keep in mind, these skinwalkers mimic birds. So is that a sign that one is close by? It sounds like it's right over here, up in these trees. Oh, K2 meter. You are close by. Can you touch that? Thank you. Alright. Carl, is that you? Carl, are you here with me? Do you happen to know something about an object that could be lost? That could possibly be cursed?
Omen.
Omen. What is the reason why they possessed you, Carl? I brought you back to this spot. This is where it all began. Did you know something that you shouldn't have? Did you discover some type of secrets that were here? Maybe they were locked away for a very long time. We're going to do, you guys, since it's so slow. We are going to go ahead and switch over to Spirit Talker.
Words.
Words. Maybe they're having a hard time saying words. It just went to words. Maybe they're having a hard time with this app, so we're going to switch to apps. Flux 2 just went to green again. So that's validating that he does know about some secret that was kept here. And we're going to turn shit up a notch. If you're using headphones, I highly recommend you turn the volume down right now. What did y'all think about that? Oh, K2 meter. K2 meter. That thing was going crazy. Did you not like that? I did throw out a couple cat balls, you guys. Do I have your full attention now? Whoa, REM pod. Flashlight's coming on. Scottish. Whoa. And just like that, the activity just ramps up. Look at that. And the flashlight came on. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was walking right behind me. Now, that is crazy. Carl, are you here with me? Listen to that REM pod. Can you back up from the REM pod, please? Look.
Torment of the soul.
Torment of the soul. Oh, K2 meter's going off. Torment of whose soul? Was that a threat to me? 8. What exactly are you trying to tell me right now? Guys, I'm going to go ahead and reset this REM pod. Look at that. Reset the flashlight. REM pod's still going off. Carl, is this you? Wow, and it just stopped.
Beatrice.
Beatrice. What is this object that is being protected in these woods by these skinwalkers? Whoa, REM pod, as soon as I asked that question. They might not tell me. They might not want to tell me. And perhaps if I find out the answer to that, I would be the next one being possessed. Whoa, this tree's moving. And I didn't even touch it. Look at that limb. Look at it. It's moving. I didn't even touch it. Whoa, that's weird. Can you back up from that REM pod, please? Why did you choose to possess Carl? Wow. It's a big, big spot of energy right
Edward.
here. Edward. Who's Edward? Now guys, you got to keep in mind the last time I was here, I started getting a lot of names. I also mentioned there's been a lot of people that's gone missing right here in these woods. Perhaps they were taken up by this witch.
Robinson.
Robinson. Edward Robinson? Am I endangered for coming back here? Worm pod again. So maybe you were giving me a warning when you charged at me the last time. Look, worm pod. It stopped and it started going off again after I asked my question. Back up, please. Thank you. Who am I communicating with? Is this the Skinwalker?
Alaric.
Alaric. Who is that? It is the Skinwalker. Wow. So there's probably multiple of them in here. Flux 2 goes straight to green when I ask, am I speaking to a Skinwalker? Is there multiple Skinwalkers in these woods? Can you touch one of those devices to confirm, please?
Killing.
Killing. Killing. What do you mean killing? They're killing right now? So you're saying that they're busy and they're out killing. That is a crazy ass response. Guys, I feel like they are starting, REM pod, they're starting to surround me. I feel a very heavy presence right now. Ever since I blew that death whistle, I feel like I'm being watched and they're just stalking me. How many's around me right now? Is there more than one? Pod. I don't like the feeling I'm getting. I do not like the feeling I'm getting already. Now we know that the Native Americans roamed this land. Is that where you came from? Is that where you originated from? REM pod. I'll take that as a yes.
Violet.
Violet. Can you back up from the REM pod, please?
Watch what I do.
Watch what I do. What the fuck? That was a growl. That was right out in front of me. And I don't see nothing. It was like a roar. I don't think you guys heard it over the REM pod. Was that you that I just heard? Why is it so important for you to protect this land? Is there something sacred here? Is there a type of force that you feed off of? And why have you been here for so long? You can take your time and use your energy. None of these devices are going to hurt you, which you probably already know that. And you can talk to me. I come with respect. I don't come here.
Snow.
Snow. Did something happen in the snow? I don't come here looking for any trouble. I don't come here to wish harm upon you. I'll tell you what, this place is absolutely insane. I'm constantly looking over. What the hell was that? It looked like a black figure standing right there out in front of me. Like right on that little hill. I do not like this feeling at all. Is that glowing eyes? I don't know what that is. That looks like glowing eyes. Guys, if you see or hear anything that I miss, please timestamp it in the comments. Is there any way for me to know what this object is that you're protecting? And is this object cursed?
It's me.
It's me. Carl, are you the object? Why are you so special to these creatures? REM pod. Wow. Getting some pretty crazy responses. So, what the hell is that? Footsteps right to my left, clear as day. Whoa. That was freaky. REM pod again. So, according to Carl, he is the hidden piece to this puzzle, if you will. He's the object. You know, what makes him so special? Why did they choose him to possess him, and why is he still here, you know, torturing all these souls? Not only in the cemetery that we're at the back of, but at my house and all the spirits. Contact. And all the spirits that surround me. Contact. Yes, you're making contact with that REM pod. Thank you. Carl, can you please let me know why you were the chosen one? Why is it you that they want? Why is it you that they possessed?
Scar.
Scar. What kind of scar? What do you mean by scar?
I lost my life here.
You lost your life here. So, what he's meaning by that is, he did not physically die here in these woods, okay? Because if you guys remember and you've been following along with the story, he committed suicide. He killed himself. What he means when he says he lost his life here, he lost his life as far as being normal. This is where it happened at, you guys. We have brought Carl back to this location.
Describe.
Describe. Describe. I'm describing it correctly. REM pod's going off. This is where everything started to take a turn for Carl, okay? Which is completely crazy validation. Guys, if you're really digging this series, please go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And hopefully this is the year that we hit it. We are only 300 subscribers away from hitting 1,000. So if you're enjoying this content, like, comment, subscribe, share this out to your family and friends. Carl, thank you for validating that. Look, K2 meter spiking. Thank you, Carl. So, now that we know this is where you... Whoa, big spike on the K2. Since we know now this is where everything happened at, and you have confirmed that, do you know why this happened to you? Were you able to break some type of code that these skinwalkers were hiding? Did you find out what this object was? I know you say that you are the object, but to me that doesn't make any sense. I need you to explain that to me a little. Funny. No, I don't think it's funny. I'm not laughing. I just want to know what exactly happened, Carl. Now, you've said this much so far. Help me figure out what exactly you're talking about. Is Natalie here? Is the Skinwalker here? Maybe you're kind of scared of saying what you really want to say because we are back at this spot. Wow. Guys, that's walking. Like, that's heavy footsteps right in front of me. I just heard a tree branch break right in front of me. Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Footsteps follow.
Footsteps follow. They're following me. And I'm looking in the direction where I'm hearing footsteps. This place is insane. REM pod. Now, Carl, can you back up? Thank you. Carl, if you want to tell me what you want to tell me in the cemetery the next time we talk, that's fine. I can understand why you're scared, and I can understand completely why you are very nervous of being back here. It seems to me that you are still terrified. No matter how big and bad you are, you're still terrified of these creatures. Is that correct? Can you touch one of those devices to confirm if you are scared of these creatures?
Prison.
Prison. So what you're telling me is, after you were possessed, it was a type of prison, REM pod. So he went through hell, you guys. Which I can only imagine, you know. He was not in his right state of mind. He's killed a bunch of people, you know, under the possession of these skinwalkers. And it was like a prison to him. A prison in his own mind. He was his worst enemy. You know, and after he did what he did to his family, you know, he just took himself out. He couldn't handle it no more.
Voices in head.
Voices in head. I told you guys, I just finished explaining that. He had voices in his head that was controlling him, that made him do what he did. I understand, Carl, and I appreciate your honesty. You have done an excellent job by not only coming back out here, but trying your very best to explain what happened. I know this happened a very long time ago, and I know it happened right here, Rimpod. And I know you've caused me a little bit of trouble throughout the time that we've known each other, but I do want to thank you for explaining yourself the best way you can, because it helps me understand a little better of where you're coming from and what happened to you and why you are the way you are, Rimpod. Yes.
Explosion.
Explosion. I'm sure it was. It was like a big old explosion. Guys, this is insane. I'm trying so hard to keep my calm, but inside I'm in disbelief at these responses. I mean, we have gotten nothing but pure validation. This is amazing. And I'm just constantly scanning this area to make sure.
I'm very friendly.
I'm very friendly. I'm sure at one time you were, Carl. I'm actually starting to see that. And you know, a lot of people watch these videos, and a few of them has said the same thing. But a lot of other people has said, you know, I gotta watch my back with you. And that is somewhat true. You know, it seems like
I came from a dark place.
I came from a dark place. I can understand that. It seems like with us bringing you back here to this location and you being able to open up, I think that's helped you a little bit.
Alice.
Alice. Who's Alice? Is that someone that you knew? Rimpod. Okay. Thank you for confirming that. Can you back up from the Rimpod, please?
Patricia.
Patricia. Wow. So now he's naming off names of the people. Were these your loved ones? Maybe these are the people that you hold dear to your heart.
Help us.
Help us. How can I help you? This is absolutely insane. Now, guys, we're not getting a ton of activity off these devices, but the responses that we are getting is pretty grade A. It is pretty amazing to me of some of the stuff that we have caught so far. How exactly would you like me to help you? Are you lost in these woods? Maybe you're looking for a way out of these woods. Maybe you've been trapped here for a very long time. Would you like to follow me out of these woods? Because if so, I will allow you to follow me out of the woods. But once we get out of the woods, you must stay in that area. I'm not telling you to come back to these woods, but you cannot follow me back home.
Grandfather.
Grandfather. Guys, okay, hold on. Let's time out. I don't know who Patricia and Alice is, but I have a very strong feeling that Carl is naming off people that was very dear and close to him. You know, these are the people that he's remembering to try to give him that normal Bob, that normal sense of, you know, whatever, back again. So, that's what I think is really going on. Is Carl completely innocent? Definitely not, Rumpod. But I do think at one point in time he was a normal dude. You know, I'm pretty sure he was a nice dude.
I'm walking around you.
Walking around you. ain't got nothing off the footstep tracker. I'm pretty sure you are walking around me. And I've been hearing you throughout the night. But yeah, you guys, we have discovered a lot throughout this little series. Is there anything else you would like to say to me?
Gruesome.
Gruesome. I think what he's telling me is, you know, what he experienced. It was very
Nasty.
It was gruesome. It was nasty. It felt like an explosion. You know, voices in his head. These are all validations of something that would be said by someone that was possessed. Incredible. All right. Well, I'm not going to stay here too much longer. Okay? I just came here to ask a few questions. You've answered them very kindly, and I do appreciate that. Carl, I would like to speak to you again whenever we go back to the cemetery. And spirits of these woods, maybe you were one of the ones that were possessed or taken by these skinwalkers. Maybe you feel trapped. Maybe you feel helpless. I'm offering you a way out of these woods. You can follow me out, but you cannot follow me no further than out of these woods. You cannot attach to me. You cannot attach to my equipment. Can you please touch one of these?
They did spells.
They did spells. Talking about the skinwalkers, the witches, and that's what they did do. You know, these witches were killed. They were probably killed here. You know, maybe it was more than just Carl that figured out this, you know, secret that's been kept here for so long. And we might have to do a little more digging to actually get what that exact object is. Whether or not it's cursed or not, it's been enough to cause a whole bunch of hell for a lot of different people right here in these woods for so many years. REM pod. Alright. Well, we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. And like I said, you can follow me. You can follow me out. I will lead you out with a light. Follow the light. But you cannot attach to me. You cannot follow me no further than out of these woods. Can you please touch one of those devices? And
This is great.
This is great. They appreciate that, you guys. I'm giving them an opportunity of something they've been looking forward to, probably for over 100 years. Can you please touch one of those devices if you understand me, if you understand what I'm saying to you? K2 meter. Thank you. And the K2 meter spiked again. That is amazing. Alright. As far as any skinwalkers go, you cannot follow me out of these woods. You cannot attach to me or any of my equipment. You cannot follow me home. I come with love and respect. I will leave with love and respect. Y'all can continue to do skinwalker things right here. But I do want to say thank you for communicating with me and giving me the
Go away.
Go away. Go away. That's crazy. That pissed him off. I don't like that response. Alright, I'm leaving. I just wanted to say thank you for communicating with
Larry.
me. Alright, you guys. We're going to get ready and get on out of here. But before we do, what we're going to do, we're going to go to the SLS camera. REM pod. that happened at perfect timing. Right there. Look at that. Here, let me switch lights. That was incredible. Hold on, guys. Can you show yourself again, please? It was standing right beside the room button. What the fuck was that? Right there. That's a pretty big figure, too. Can you show yourself to me one more time, please? I just seen you. Where did you go? REM pod. Can you show yourself? Right there. That's incredible. Thank you so much. Wow. They're standing in front of that K2 meter, but it's not going off. But it's making the REM pod go off. Thank you so much. Look, right there. Alright, I'm leaving. Whoa. It's standing right in front of me. That's incredible. Alright. Whoa. Super cool. Just moving all around. You're really active, aren't you? I see you. Wow. Look at him walking around. He is walking around me. Look at that. Incredible stuff. Alright. Whoa, K2 meter spike. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. He got that one to go off. Thank you again for communicating with me. May God be with you all. Try to go to the light. Alright, you guys. I just got everything in my bag. Spirits of these woods, if you would like to follow me, here's your light. You may follow me out. But once we get out, that is it. You cannot follow me no further. So come on if you're coming. Alright guys, so we learned a lot in this episode. Whoa. Look at that shit moving. That's crazy. Weird. So we learned a lot in this episode. Carl, he's pretty much, he relived everything from back here, you know. He's saying that he was the source, he was this object. I don't really believe that. You know, it could be something I'm missing though. But this was pretty incredible. The responses we got was pretty incredible. No, we didn't get a whole lot of activity off the devices, but it was enough to validate, you know, the questions that was being answered. So that's a win in my book. I'm not sure if I'll be coming back out here. I might in the future. Guys, let me know down in the comments if you would like to see that. The next video will probably be a cemetery video though, where we'll come out here and ask more questions. Plus I got something really, really cool planned for that, but I don't want to talk about it right now. I'm just going to show you guys when the time comes. So, all right, back out here at the cemetery. Now spirits, this is it. You've made your way out of the woods. You must go on about yourselves. Try to find the light, try to find God, and be good. All right. Cannot attach to me, cannot follow me, cannot attach to any of my equipment. Guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please do me a favor. Hit that like button, drop those comments down below. Let me know what you thought about this mini-series. Follow me on Instagram, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching again. Really do appreciate it. Remember to keep it spooky, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.